My name is Kris Hvattum, and this is my Nucamp Front-End Honors Graduation Project video. The goal of this project was to create a space for a local photographer. Her name is Brittany. It's to showcase her work and sell it, and also possibly attract clients that need her services. I really enjoyed the opportunity to build something that solved a real-world problem and impacted a real person. It also helped that I had a ton of amazing content, videos, and still images to feature in this project. I built the project using React. Some additional tools I used were React Touch Drag Slider for my image carousel, React Spring for animations, and Formic for the contact form that you will see. So first, I will give you a tour of the site, then I'll talk about some challenges I faced as I give you a look at some of my code. The home page that you're looking at right here and the drone page feature a video that autoplays when the site loads. Enabling this feature on mobile devices was a problem that began when I built the Bootstrap version of the site, and it continued into the React project, but I did get it working, and I'm pleased about that. I used React Spring to animate various components throughout the site, including the links at the bottom of this page, which hopefully you can see them animating right there. I have a simple navbar that collapses on smaller screens. It's also sticky to the top and has some nice opacity with the background. I really like to change the color and scale on links when they're hovered, as you can kind of see as I hover around on the site. There's also a footer on each page with a couple links that do link to Brittany's social media. Here we have the landscape page, which features one of Brittany's amazing outdoor shots. Below is a gallery of her photos that you can scroll down to, and then also when you click them, it opens a modal with a carousel of all these photos, and it begins at the location in that carousel of the photo that you did click, and then you can click through them from that point. Next, I'll go over to the drone page, which again features one of Brittany's drone videos. There's a call to visit Brittany's YouTube channel, which is, it's really important for her to drive traffic to her channel that has many of her videos, but just 6 of them are featured here, and those do open up to a modal where within her site you can view some of her work. We'll go over to the final page that we have built out. This is the About Me page, where you can see a picture of Brittany, read a little bit about who she is and the work that she loves to do, and there is a contact form where users will be able to contact her to either purchase work or schedule sessions. Now I'm going to go over to VS Code and show you a little bit of my file structure. So I do have a bunch of components that I broke my project down into, reusable components that you see throughout the site. In my features folder, I mainly have the logic for the landscape page. So mapping through the landscape list maps through an array of photos to populate onto that site. Then we have the landscape modal, which includes the landscape carousel. And when I built this modal, I could not get the React Strap modal component to work as I wanted it to, and so I actually did the work of figuring out how to build a modal from scratch, and this was a real headache. I did learn a lot through that process, and it made me really appreciate the components and libraries that are available with React. So that was a beneficial process. And then finally in my file structure, you see I have my 4 main pages that were displayed on the app, on the site. So there's that. The final thing that I wanted to point out in my code is in the index.js. This is something that took me a lot of time because I was trying to deploy my project on GitHub pages and could not get it to behave properly, but I did have a Nucamp instructor that I finally reached out to, and she told me that rather than using the browser router, to use the hash router, and that was it was really nice to finally be able to figure that out, get it all deployed to GitHub pages. In conclusion, I really appreciate the help that I received from various classmates and Nucamp instructors along the way. I look forward to learning some back-end concepts to hopefully add some more exciting features and functionality to this site. And I do want to thank you very much for taking the time to view my project.